Hello people, this is Indibel. Welcome back to Roguetech. Some very good news on the last recording, even though it took a massive 100 minutes of your time. It actually, we got to the sweet spot on OBS recording settings. We only dropped one frame, which is excellent. And without much further ado, we actually got the last part to build a Viper last time. We got 6 parts of Vipers around, so we're going to take the G, not because I'm confident on managing to get the clan tech out, but in case we get something, it's better to bring the G than the other ones. We could also bring a Hunchback, but we'd have to bring the special variant part in, so it's probably going to be too expensive. We won't do it. And let's see if we got something. Well, we only got the head. Not good for us. It means all the plasma stuff, well, we got an improved medium out of the deal. So, is it any use for us to just repair this? It's 350-ish civils. It could take the Whitworth a slot, but it's only a 40 tonner, so what I'm thinking is we get a good infusion of money by just scrapping it, because Omnimex are very good for scrapping. We got 2 days of repairs to go through, so we get them out of the table. Mainlands still has some 4 days to go on fatigue, but Battlelands can get into it. So Mech Warrior, he's not military, he's just technician, so we can do what we want here. And what we want to do is have people who are able to provide sensor locks, and he's a good candidate to just bring this to the table. So in he goes like this. Battletech gets gunnery. Giza could get guts, but I'm actually pushing for sensor lock on him as well. Jiangxi doesn't have anything, and with Kleist we want to wait for piloting, so we wait. Striker, on the other hand, can get awareness, and I actually haven't had a look at the mission table. We can't do a target acquisition with what we have, especially with the local brigands. Well, but Heavy Lance looks better, actually. Not much going for us in here. We actually will go for a 1 school capture base here. Do we want to take any picks from here? Well, we might get turrets, and we're quite set on the money front, so why not? Giza gets into the Archer, Mech Warrior, I think we put on the Whitworth, but not sure. Yeah. Barreleye wants to go on a vehicle. Jiangxi hasn't gotten into action yet. You're going on the 5-star attack release. Striker gets on the gauntlet. We get the sprint out because we're not going to use it. And Barreleye goes into the galleon. I'm going into the capture base mission because we might look out with the reinforcements and get something interesting there. Not because I think what's actually on the table when we get in will be interesting, but you never know. We could get turrets with MML risk launchers. If we have them, we'll take a look at what we have there and probably use it. We do have an improved medium clan laser to get into one of our mechs. Is probably going into the Archer because it's the mech which is going to last longer for us. But on the other hand, the Archer is probably getting refitted as long range shooter not long from now, when we actually have the systems. So
command interface initiated.
So, looks deserted. Well, there's one way to know if it's deserted or not. And it actually looks like it is. So, we will send the galleon in and we will win the high ground with our mechs.
You got it.
Yeah, that we do. Whitworth wants to go for the high ground as well.
On my way.
And we get the gauntlet here. The gauntlet, not the gauntlet, the tank, the galleon in. You guys want to run and get into the high ground because my guess is we're getting the reinforcements in the mineral field up top and on the low ground in the road, and we want to deal with them separately one at a time. So
affirmative, Commander.
Reinforcements should get injected now.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
So where do we have them? Well, we have a cattle master.
Waiting for orders.
Which is worrying because he might very well have close. Doesn't look like though. But it also doesn't look like he's bringing evasion to the table. So you might want to wait here and get the kick going with the with the Whitworth, because we also have quite a decent chance with the weapons, and this might provide us with view on the second. Okay, what do we have here? Rifleman and Icarus.
I hear ya.
Rifleman and Icarus. Well, fast attack can't get into a place where he could do something about the mechs we have on the radar side. So we go and destroy the cattle master, and it's actually, yeah, only the rifleman and the Icarus. Icarus are 45 tonners, I think. And the rifleman, it's a primitive one, so we're actually good. We're not facing very dangerous things here.
Receiving you.
It probably also means we're not getting much in the sense of Reapers.
Yup.
I remind you, we're just here to give some experience to the beta squad, so in this sense it's actually good that we got
Affirmative.
a low roll on the opposition. Rifleman
I've got your back.
is actually a heavy, so it's good. We get the most parts we can get out of him. We have no direct line of sight, obstructed, though we actually managed to get on the Icarus. So we get going on him because this is just primitives, which means they don't bring much in the sense of armor or whatever. We got an obstructed line of sight here, probably it's just... oh, we actually have range with the machine guns. I thought we were in extreme range, but we're getting
Yes,
the
Commander.
lower leg. And
Roger.
a fresh ultra probably means we're done in this one.
Got it.
He's on the ground. Depending on what he takes the damage, he might be out as well. Yeah, he's just
What can I do
stressed.
for you?
Okay. We can get going on the rifleman.
Pedal to the metal. Roger
And
that.
we
Firing
do
on
have
target.
very good hit chances here, so
How can I help?
you can't get line of sight anywhere, so
Let them
just
make
let the
first
rifleman. He hit twice on the gauntlet, just means a one-day repair
Waiting for orders.
for him. But
Location
we want to
confirmed.
move and get a lateral shot here.
mistake. Target acquired.
Very good hits on
Confirmed.
the rifleman. Very good. You, we want to go for center here,
What are your orders, Skipper?
and let's see what we can do with the archer. Do we have Infernos here? We have. So we're actually not shooting the MRMs.
Copy that.
We got the rifleman on the ground. He just blew his left arm.
Talk to me.
And oops, wait.
Accelerating to maximum.
We actually got line of sight to the Icarus. We had quite some salvage here, if I remember correctly. It was
Take that as a lesson.
it was decent enough. 3 or 4 main peaks. So yeah, the Icarus only has a machine gun, I think. We'll try to get
Waiting on you,
as
Commander.
much salvage as we can. So this means medium pulses only,
Delivery.
2 hits on the center,
What you got?
engine destroyed, which means 3 parts of the Icarus on the table.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
And yeah, you're also good, but you don't have range anywhere at all. Probably when another mech's move,
How can I help?
you will. So, turns out that the
Moving it up,
rifleman is magically out of sight. We want the pulse. Well, pulse and mediums would be something here. We get more hit on you, you're
Standing
panicked.
by.
Gauntlet. One shoot most of its things. Just going for some crit seeking. Yeah, I know.
Critical hit, Commander. Skipper,
Can the galleon get somewhere? It can't. So
stand for.
out it goes. This got just a large laser and a medium hits, which is quite something if you consider. Okay, he just got an injury by hit, so he's out of the table. 4 parts of a rifleman. Even if it's a primitive one, it's a very good thing to
Mission
have.
successful.
We're probably just taking 2-3 parts of the rifleman and the engine. And yeah, I think it was only the gauntlet getting some damage in, probably 1 day repairs. So everything is nice here. So what do we have here? We actually got 5 peaks, which means we're getting the engine and the 4 parts we have from the rifleman, I guess. Because the Icarus, yeah, it's just a prototype. Oh, the primitive rifleman is a medium. I didn't remember that. Will we be able to combine this with normal riflemen later? I don't think so. But still, it's quite nice. It's the best we have here. So we take it. Let's see what else we got. We got 3 parts of the Icarus. We got 1 part of the Catalmaster. We obviously got the 4 parts of the Rifleman. And whatever is primitive, we just sell. So we're left with an engine core, the parts, machine gun, and ammo for the machine gun. Not a bad tool for a 1 day repairs operation, in which we were only in the first place to give some experience to our veterans. So we'll get the repairs done. Probably we get the next upgrade on the Argo queued up, as I think it's pretty much about to become, yeah, just 10,000 a day repairs. Well, we won't actually get the people online back in time before the turn of the month, so it's actually time to get to the store and sell some stuff. So, an AC-10 we're probably not using. Flamers we might. Light peep could probably go, but we will keep machine guns, MMLs. Not much going here. We got 2 Ultra 5s, we could sell one, but we're keeping them for the moment. 2 big goals, that's one too much. Regular case can go, the case 2 we're keeping. Regular endo can go. The engine 100 we're keeping, maybe. We'll see later, but this looks pretty much okay. Missile range can go. We're not using that. Ferro, regular ferro can go as well. We got a Dreadnought gyro laying around. That's actually very good. And a radical prototype heatsink kit. But we need proto heatsinks to make this thing run. So, well, got a bit of money out of what we sold. We're sitting at a very healthy 5 million mostly. Well, we'll be, after the turn of the month, we'll have 4 million left, which is a very good place to be, if you ask me. We're actually getting out of the early game with a good cushion in the bank. So, do we go for gamma pod or drive reverse? Actually, drive reverse first. It's very quick, it gives a stack point, and then afterwards we might want to go onto structure and power systems before getting into the gamma pod. We'll see. Just let's take a look at what we have for contracts. Hopefully more 2 skulls available. That's a defend base, but we have an escort, a 2.5 escort here. And this might very well be what we're doing to close it up. Yeah, they take a while, but they bring excellent loot to the table. So, Mummy on the Archer, Smirk on the Waitworth, Paradise on the Flyer, and Witness on the Galleon. And yeah, I know, we're going again into a 2.5 with a 1.5 school valued lands, but we do have the escortees, and the escortees, well, we negotiated for salvage, so we don't have to keep them all alive, we just have to keep one of them alive. So back to our reckless ways. This hopefully means we are getting something good on the table and we're able to salvage it. Because we need better mechs, we do need them badly. Well, if we manage to get 55 tonner with an XL after grading it up, we're probably keeping it, but at this point it's mostly going for heavies, I think. Yeah, getting better vehicles is also a thing, but we haven't found that many vehicles which have been worth salvaging as of now, so let's see. Hopefully
Command interface initiated.
no initial, yeah, line unrestricted, whatever. Got a blocking force. Let's see if we're able to drop here. We are. So just make sure to not step on something that gives us a dead drop. This looks okay-ish. Let's see. Hopefully no support lances. And we're able to just deal with what we have. I'm seeing an Apollo, actually. A warrior, a cavalry. I don't see the fourth one, but this is pretty much doable for now. Just let them do their things. We don't want to drop mines in here. And now is when actually bringing anti-flyer LRM missiles will pay off on the Archer, because the cavalry and the warrior would otherwise have been a bit of a pain to deal with. So let's see. We actually don't see what was the... No, that was actually the other flyer. The Apollo didn't do anything at all.
I've got your back.
And come on, you gotta be kidding me. You really... Whoa. Okay. So, in we go, like Redman. We do have an Apollo in here, and we very much want him off the table, so... There was a point in which we had...
Aye, aye.
Well, warrior is squishy.
How might I help?
Sprint. We'll get in just to get eyes on these things, but
I'll be there before you know.
not much more.
Yes, Commander.
Gauntlet can actually... Ho ho ho. Yeah, baby.
I'll race ya.
So, 34. Well, we might actually want to deal with what's flying. No, not really. That's a good opportunity
What can I do for you?
to actually deal with the Apollo.
Turbo.
Yeah, Galleon is not going to have much going for him, but well, it's just the Galleon.
Commander?
We have him here so other people can shoot him. And I know, I said we have the...
Roger that.
We have the ammo to get the flyers down, but getting the Apollo out of the table quickly
Wreck that.
will actually be better for us. So, Spring gets hit. We actually had a Prowler on the table. We will most likely send the Firestarter to deal with them. But first... this is interesting. So... Well, if we walk, we have good hitchens here. He's open on one leg.
Critical hit, Commander.
Got one of the flyers going. Actually, the cavalry. It's bringing, I think, yeah, attack and 2 missiles. Not much more to the table, so it hopefully goes for Whitworth, and something hit us for 48 damage. So that probably was... Are you bringing a thunderbolt to the table? Are we in range? We are not. So... we're just... no, not DDNI. But I very much... now that I've seen what you can do, I very much want you at the table. Thank you very much. This was probably dumb. Should have dealt with the Apollo, but then our back would have been very exposed to the Prowler. Oh well. Was it a 48 or just a 4 and an 8? No, that's 48 damage he brought to the table, so yeah, he must be dealt with. Medium expulses are also scary, but whatever that was, I think it's a Thunderbolt 10. So, Apollo goes up and goes for the Whitworth, hits once,
Thy will be done.
Gauntlet, we'll try, yeah, that's a good hit chance here. So we got him up on the torso. You're actually a liability here, so yeah, we just keep you moving. Hopefully the Galleon is able to create the Apollo out of the table, and Apollo
I hear
we
you.
would very much take. Who am I kidding right now? So only 2 evasion, but better hit chance, thank you very much. And hopefully we create your open torso. We have one extended range LRM
Receiving you.
and one engine crit, but now
No shooting.
we
Just
go
running.
in here. No, not LK. Oh, come on, got too close, so yeah, LK it is.
I got
Sometimes I don't think. But yeah, the MRM salvo means we've got that flyer with whatever it brought to the table out. Sprint is open on the front, which means we really get out of here, hopefully out of the control zone. Yeah.
Ready to get it on.
Whitworth is able to punch.
Locking in.
Why not? So you're at the table. Ah, but we got one hit too much. That's only one part left. Otherwise it would have been full. But whatever. Artemis was too much here. So the warrior with its SRM 4s and 2s, I'm guessing. That's streaks actually. We might have to focus you before going for the Prowler. So this actually was deceiving. They actually brought quite some interesting things, these flyers. He didn't move at all,
Talk to me.
which means we can probably deal with him with the other mechs. And we go into the prowler side. We hit, not much. Okay, we mostly hit on the front,
Waiting on you, Commander.
which is good for us. So we
Got it.
get in
Back
here,
speed, no shooting.
and that's a very good hit chance on the warrior.
All weapons are go. I'm receiving you.
Gauntlet. We'll
On my
decide
way.
by hit
Double
chance
tap.
here. That's actually some excellent hit chances, but yeah, the streaks were only SRM2 streaks, so we get in. He went for the first attack, actually. Hit him some, were
Standing by.
mostly okay. And right now we move a bit
Location confirmed.
and we see what we can do. So we get you out of the table. This leaves us 2.5 MRM
Yes,
volleys.
Commander.
This might be a tad
I
hairy
understand.
when we get to the later part of the mission, but
Orders.
we'll deal with that when we're there. So
Aye,
we
aye.
don't want to get completely in the front, so we'll hit him on the side. Now he's out of the table,
Never stood a chance.
so
Ready for orders.
we still got our 6
I am the wind.
guys in.
What can I do for you?
Galleon
Pedal to the metal.
will probably start getting into the low ground already.
Copy that.
All in all, pretty decent first engagement, even though we got that 48 damage hit on the leg on the Whitworth, which is a bit worrying.
Coordinates 3.
Past attack, we just get the DNA off and the supercharger on, because we've got some catch up to do with you.
Location confirmed. Acknowledged.
Galleon can get down. And do we want to set the... No, we don't want to
Moving out.
set them already. Oh, come
Holding
on.
here.
Stupidly went for the end turn when we didn't need
Waiting on
to.
you, Commander. I read you, Commander.
Just getting
Moving out.
to getting a better view when we trigger. And at this point I think I'm getting in with the flyer and we'll activate next turn with the archer.
Moving out.
Copy that. Move order received. I'm walking here.
So we're
Affirmative.
pretty much all over the place right now. We want the flyer to survive for the first turn at least. So Opfor injected, we saw some tank I think.
Everything
So
you got.
let's see what we have here. An assassin, an AC2 carrier, a Hetzer, and the Sentinel. Well, Nothing too worrying. Again. Not much
Reporting.
going here. So
Roger. Full speed.
we'll just shoot the ground here because that's what we need you for. So attack the ground. Hopefully we don't have that much scatter as we had otherwise.
SRS gone.
And we provide a target for them to shoot it.
Talk to me.
So a starter could get in, but still no point in doing so. I want them to start moving. Assassin moves in, and I actually think he's going to get
Good to go.
beaten to the ground if we can. So we got an R10. Well, we want to keep our evasion here.
Receiving you.
Whitworth could get into the back of the assassin, but that would give us very little evasion, so we're waiting for a bit. Mostly until the Hetza and the AC2 carrier
here
have
when you
done
need
their
me.
thing. Hetza move and did nothing. Good.
Waiting for the shot.
Yes. And the AC2 carrier went for the Whitworth.
I hear
Mostly
ya.
not hitting, so everything good. What Hitchens is here on the AC2
Firing
carrier.
everything I've got.
What can I do for you?
Got a Prowler on our side.
Uh-huh.
Very good, actually. 70% is actually what we take here. AC2 carrier mostly out of the game, but we first want to. So it's either 27 or a 52. I'm taking the
No
52.
problem. On my way. Locked on
Oh,
for
come on,
physical
we
attack.
missed.
Damn it.
Hopefully we hit enough to open him. We do.
Scored a critical hit. Commander?
Gauntlet. Very much. We'll get all in on the carrier. Because it's a carrier.
On target.
And carriers are scary.
Reporting one less.
I hear ya.
So, yeah, you just move up. You've got vehicle famous. No, not much we can do with you.
What's up, boss?
The archer, on the other hand,
On my way.
Good
Double
go.
time.
for the assassin. Might get some strays to the Whitworth on the back, but we actually didn't.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
He's
Got my
unsteady,
attention.
which means Firestarter should probably have a field day on him.
I am moving in. I'm firing on the enemy.
So, we got him legged, we got him with one torso down. This means next turn it's going to be the
Waiting on you,
vehicles
Commander.
who get going on you.
Got it.
We got a Slapnir here, which we're going to use to scare him for now. We just go for center.
Firing on target.
I hit both on center.
Awaiting order.
So, the sprint we want to send to the next point, because there's nothing much it can do against the Sentinel and the Hetza. It's already open, so
I'm your spaniel.
Gauntlet might want to Go
Just running.
to the headsaw. I know, it's dangerous.
On target.
But if it doesn't hit us on the face, we actually can survive this. So we keep hitting you on center because I very much
Waiting for
want
orders.
to. Can we get in here? We
Affirmative.
can. Okay, so take the alarms out because there's no use in shooting them actually.
Yeah, critical hit. Yeah, Commander.
The archer can get up and has a very needed shot on the
On
headsaw.
my way.
So we take it. Because this actually means hopefully now with line of sight we do have enough to just get you out of the table before you shoot, and we do. So no AC2
Vehicle down. Got something you want done?
Whitworth goes
Knowledge.
to the Sentinel.
Here it comes.
Very good hitchances here.
What can I do for ya?
And now it's just a matter
Moving out.
of the
Good to go.
Slavnia just going. Do we want to keep something from here? Well, that's a core 280. And yeah, that's pretty much the best thing you have in here. You obviously have an Artemis. Well, if anything, we'll take the Artemis.
Tell me what to shoot.
Gyro destroyed. And he punched out, so we have the engine. We don't have the... we have the core, which is actually better than having the Artemis fire control system,
Yes,
as
Commander.
we were probably never going to use it anyway. So you keep flying. I'm hoping for something monstrously big on the last drop, because but we've already taken out
Ready to run.
the supercharger, so we have to get him.
Affirmative.
I didn't take a look at when he was acting, but yeah, lots of strays into the Whitworth. Whitworth is going to
Armor's holding.
get a
Commander.
2 days repairs, I think.
Got it, Commander. Rat.
But this is good.
Commander.
We still have
Heading out.
most of our things, most of our systems. We blow his ammo,
Waiting on you, Commander.
and now
Good
we
to go.
just wait till turn 14
for
to
now.
start moving our
Oh,
tanks.
What can I do for you?
Galleon, shoot already,
Don't
get
need to tell me
going
twice.
towards the high ground. Prowler moves first,
Sprinting. I hear ya.
and this way we're able to probably, well, not quite, so just a move,
Don't need to tell me twice.
no need to keep doing, I know, but we can
Going
get here,
turbo.
the R10, And you should get
Got
in here, no problem.
Ready for orders.
So, vehicles,
Waiting on you, Commander.
you should be able
Coordinates
to get
received.
in here.
What can I do
You
for
should be able to get in here.
On my way.
Got my attention. Awaiting orders.
You should be able to actually get in, because why not? We see where they drop.
Hold this position, Commander. The package will be
So
on
what
its
do
way
we
soon.
have here? Yellow jacket, sprint. What's the other? A locust. Really? Okay, okay. I'm not complaining, but just saying that this actually doesn't look like a 2.5 skull mission anyway. So yeah, it might actually be good that we kept that
Roger.
core 280 intact,
Aye,
because
aye. Moving to
there's
position.
nothing less. There's nothing more in here. Well, we do have a ghost. First good news. Ghost is good. The ghost is excellent to have here. So we had 5 evasion somewhere. We bring the galleon. Sprint, on the other hand, wants to
Have no doubt it will be done.
not show its front armor. We want to get into the zone. But this is quite disappointing for a 2.5 skull escort. Ghost starts targeting the slab here. I should actually, sorry about that, connect the supercharger and we get supercharging.
Affirmative.
So this should be the warrior, the yellow jacket or the sprint. I'm guessing the sprint brings the same configuration as our own. Yeah, bomb mines it is. So we do actually have to be a bit wary of
Roger
him
that.
to not get that many repels going. But other than that, this is just
As you wish.
I don't know. I really don't know what happened here. Locust moves. Gauntlet gets going. If we have a shot to the sprint, we take it. We don't hit, but we take it.
Oh, come on.
Hopefully
This game's rigged. I hear ya.
the galleon can do something about you.
Going turbo.
because we very much want to get out of here. This was
I hear ya.
disappointing. Yeah, I know. I have to deal with the
Going
with the
full
yellow
throttle.
jacket, but first I might want to deal with the sprint because we can get him out. No, we want SRMs and we want SAM ammo. Because that's the beauty of SAM. Okay, no mines.
Eagle down.
Let's see if you're a ghost. Yeah, you're a
Waiting on you,
ghost
Commander.
one,
What can I do for ya?
which actually means it might behoove us not to
Waiting for
evac
order.
our friends here, but
You
what can
betcha.
we do? We really
Here it comes.
should get them out of the table
Objective secured.
and focus the yellow jacket now. Actually thinking of bringing back the sprint, but we
Holding
won't.
for tactical advantage.
Okay, I really want to get in here before he goes, but that leaves me hyper exposed to the ghost. So this might not be doable. Besides, I don't want to blow. I don't want to blow my... These will have
Roger
to do. I don't want to blow my supercharger, sorry. So, we start going on you. We mostly hit front, which is not bad.
We're getting outflanked.
Hopefully the galleon gets their attention.
Yes, Commander.
Whitworth does actually have a back shot.
Hightailing it.
That was most good.
Enemy vehicle destroyed. Yes, Commander.
This was excellent, actually. Well, if there's not many things that appeal to us, we could always get sprint down. We tried, we
What can I do for
tried.
you?
We tried to keep this thing
You
working,
betcha.
but
Take this.
back shots, because we can. No way to get an obstructed line aside. So we just shoot some, it's only a boost.
I'm out of SRM.
And we actually even have a shot on the ghost. Well, 8 rounds.
Melting armor. This isn't going on my permanent record, is it?
Well,
Got
it
my
is, it
attention.
is. I think it is, my friend. We want to get going like madmen in here, because
Confirm.
now it's a good moment to backstrike you.
Aye, aye.
So, we actually do not open him. And the ghost gets fixed on the Whitworth anyway, which has actually sustained quite a lot of damage this time. Yeah. We don't worry too much about you,
Waiting for
my
orders.
friend Locus. Oh, come on. I can't even
Double
get
time. Let's go.
into his back. So,
Solid
got the
finish on
ghost
that one.
open,
I live to serve.
the gauntlet cannot get into the ghost back, but
Confirmed.
what it can do is just miss everything on the Locust
Really
actually.
teasing you.
We want to get closer.
On the move. Full speed.
Well, not much point in hitting
Engaging.
the ghost on the front, so we go for the Locust.
Critical hit, Commander.
I hear ya.
And our galleon pretty much
On my way.
wants to
Roger that.
keep shooting this back. We got you stressed,
Orders.
it's good. Stressed does you good. So, why not? My kick gets you.
Confirmed. The
Ah,
hell with the
come
weapon.
on. really thought we would be getting him out of his turn. Whitworth does actually do the same thing. So why not? We want you to be unstable. Okay.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
I don't think we can salvage that, but it was some backstrikes on the Whitworth, the poor thing.
I'm ready.
And okay, we're just done here.
Rolling.
We get close, if anything, just to avoid friendly fire on our necks. And to destroy this thing completely so that there's nothing left of it, just one part. Let's see what's left. We should have... Actually thinking of getting the yellow jacket. Whatever parts we have left of it, anyway. Because other than that, well, 500,000, always good. 500,000 civils, it's a very good thing to have. We should have some 3-4 days repairs to go. The AC carrier is not that exciting, but it's a carrier, we might as well take it. We have 4 parts of a ghost. And we could probably take it. We have prowlers on the table, we have yellow jackets. Well, it's actually better than I thought. So yeah, I've seen those battle computers, don't you worry. I'm just trying to get a complete look of what we have on the table. Well, triple plus. Missile range could be a thing, but we're actually not that reliant on range for our missiles. We're not going nowhere with a regular Drag 5. If it were a heavy, we would probably take it, but... So... What do we pick here? The Ghost, as I've already said, 50-55 tonnes. Don't bring much for us. That's just very little. I mean, it's good armor, the Prowler, but it doesn't bring much punch to the table. So we're actually taking 3 yellow jacket parts and what's happened here? How come? Well, their price might have changed a bit after all. Well, it was not for the money anyway. We need one recoil one. What do we need? Is it better to take recoil or tactics as of this moment? Well, recoil is going to help in the long run, so we go like this. We get a part of the AC2 carrier. This is good because it could allow us to complete a carrier in the not so distant future. 2 cavalry parts, a ghost part, a heads part, a prowler part, a sprint part, and now I think we actually can bring a second sprint to the table. but this might very well be our sprint. I don't know, we'll see it later. AC2 we sell, extended range, and we don't care. The medium pulse we keep, MML3 is no use to us. Regular ammo we sell, cockpit basic we sell. The core 180 and 140 we sell. The battle computer, well, the fire control system advanced targeting computer we keep. Rangefinder we keep. Sensors missile, well, we keep it, but it's not much to write home. Still, the 500,000 was good. The experience is also good for us. And onwards we go. This was actually quite disappointing, considering we could have faced 3 heavies here easily. But what can you do? Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you get unlucky, and when you want to draw big mechs, you sometimes don't. So this would have been a very good mission to have some big mechs on the table, but what can we do? 4 days of repairs, I'm guessing mostly 3 on the Whiteworth, and the rest is just, well, actually 4 days on the Whiteworth. So, without further ado, thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.